So we are getting into it with Why We Build the Wall. My name is Jacob Penrod. I'm a fantasy author. Hey, so normally this is where I plug my stuff. I got it wrong. Turns out my book is coming out June 1st, or at least it starts coming out, and it's all for free. If you're interested in an epic fantasy adventure that's character-driven, check out in the description below. Check out in the description below the Amora Project. Thank you. And yeah, last one. Wait for Me just destroyed me. And this is just such a beautiful story so far. I don't want to delay it any longer. Let's just get into it. Okay. So he's leading Eurydice is dead, or Eurydice is dead, isn't she? So that should have sunk in. Oh, that's a bummer. But maybe she'll be happy. I'm okay if she's dead as long as she's happy. It doesn't seem like a happy place. So why do they build the wall? We've seen that the wall it's a literal wall, but also it's metaphorical for Hades. It's about keeping people out and keeping people in. Keep out the threats, I guess, and keep in what's safe to you so that you can't get hurt. It looks like villainy, but it's actually deep emotional pain, I think.
Why do we build the wall, my children, my children? Why do we build the wall?
Why do we build the wall? We build the wall to keep us free. That's why we build the wall. We build the wall to keep us.
So we build the wall to keep us free, which sounds like it sounds like a paradox, because in some ways it is, where you're building a wall, you're building captivity to keep you free, but free from what? Free from pain, free from genuine attachment. Because if you're never genuinely attached, if you don't risk hurt, then you can't truly experience love. And so that's what he's free from. I also think that there's something beautiful about Hades having this like very traditionally masculine low voice and still being clearly like such a vulnerable and scared character. I think that's powerful.
How does the wall keep us free? My children, how does the wall keep us free?
All right, as a child of Hades, let me try. Wall keeps us free by keeping in what we love, keeping out those that hurt us, and protecting us. It's like building armor. It's like you keep out your threats, you keep in what you care about, and it keeps everything static. It stops the winds from blowing.
How does the wall keep us free? The wall keeps out the enemy, and we build the.
We got some gods in the house tonight, and his name is me. I can't believe that was like an exact lyric.
Enemy, and we build the wall to keep us free. That's why we build the wall. We build the wall to keep us free.
Who do we call the enemy? My children,
Who?
My children. Who do we call
Everyone?
the enemy?
Who do we call the enemy? The enemy is poverty, and the wall keeps out the enemy, and we build the wall to keep us free. That's why we build.
So the enemy is poverty, and we know poverty is so deeply tied to Orpheus. He's repeatedly characterized as being poor, and there's a lot of ways to be poor. I think the most surface level reading is financial poverty, but there's also emotional poverty, where Hades has all of this, all of these riches, but emotionally he doesn't have what Orpheus had. And Orpheus doesn't have any riches, but emotionally he did have what Hades lacked. And so it's interesting because that's saying, yeah, there's this general theme, but that theme of poverty is embodied by Orpheus. So this is this is painting them as being opposed.
Wall, we build the wall to keep us free.
Because we have and they have not, my children, because they want what we have got.
Because we have and they have not, because they want what we have got. The enemy is poverty, and the wall keeps out the enemy. And we build the wall to keep us free. That's right, we build the wall to keep us free.
It feels significant that this is being reflected by the chorus, that this is a message that's spreading to a million, I think is what he characterized it as earlier, 1 million hands that built the wall. So maybe that's 500,000 people if they use both their hands, or 2 million if they use half their hand. But I don't quite get the significance of it quite yet.
What do we have that they should want? My children.
This is going to
my
be
children.
revealing.
What do we have that they should want?
Meth.
What do we have that they should want? We have a wall to work upon. We have work and they have none.
And our work is never done.
So we have a wall to work upon. We have work when they have none. Like, that's talking about financial stability, which again, Orpheus lacks. But also, when you're hurting, sometimes putting up these walls gives you a purpose, even if it's ultimately counterproductive or destructive. It gets you through the day, and sometimes that's all you can ask for. And so they are kind of downtrodden and in pain, but they have a purpose, unified through Hades, who's representing this fear of attachment.
And our work is never done. My children, and the war is never won. The enemy is poverty, and the wall keeps out the enemy. And we build the wall to keep us free. That's why we build the wall. We build the wall to keep us free.
We build the wall to keep us free.
And it's just occurring to me that this wall might really feel like freedom to Eurydice, who just needs stability more than anything else right now. And so, like, it's going to feel ensnaring at the same time, but is also offering fundamentally what she's lacking. Oh, little Eurydice.
Then Hades told Eurydice,
There are papers to be signed. Step into my office.
and he closed the door behind.
Close the door behind feels symbolic as well, shutting off her other options. She's been manipulated into this. And I
Now,
don't
a
blame
lot
her.
can happen behind closed doors. That's for sure, brother. That's a fact. But a lot can happen on the factory floor. When the foreman turns his back.
Okay. What happened?
Anybody want a drink?
Again, numbing and hiding. Our Lady of the Underground. Okay, so is this what's happening behind the closed doors, or are we with Persephone? The music in this just has such a strong identity.
Step into my office.
So this is a mirror of Hades, where she's bringing people into her office.
I don't know about you boys.
Boys! Bringing on her full Arthur Morgan there for a second.
Boys. But if you're like me, then hanging around this old manhole is bringing you down. 6 feet under, getting under your skin. Cabin fever is a setting in. You're stir crazy, stuck in a rut. You could use a little pick-me up. I can give you what it is you crave. A little something from the good old days.
So both Hades and Persephone are being manipulative in their own ways, using people to try and meet their unmet needs.
Got the wind right here in a jar. I got the rain on tap at the bar. I got sunshine up on a shelf. Allow me to introduce myself. Brother, what's my name? My name is Our Lady of the Underground.
My brain is so broken, I thought they were about to say Slim Shady.
Brother, what's my name? Our Lady of Waves, Our Lady of Me. Brother, what's my name? My name is
Why is...
Our Lady of the Upside Down.
Why are we spending time here? I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying that I'm not quite getting it, and I think that there's probably something here that's important that I'm not picking up on.
Wanna know my name? I tell you my name.
Slim Shady.
Persephone.
Again, she's masking her pain and hedonism, which is like a pursuit of pleasure.
Come here, brother. Let me guess. It's the little things you miss. Spring flowers, autumn leaves. Ask me, brother, and you shall receive. Or maybe these just ain't enough.
Oh, okay. Okay, I think I get it. She has felt starved. She's hungry, emotionally hungry for life. And she's been denied that. And now she's kind of reclaiming power by giving that to other people. Reclaiming power might make it sound more noble than it is. But she's seeking control by showing, like, hey, here's what I can do for other people.
Maybe you're looking for some stronger stuff. I got a sight for the sorest eye. When was the last time you saw the sky? Wipe away your tears, brother. Brother, I know how you feel. I can see you're blinded by the sadness of it all. But look a little closer and everything will be revealed. Look a little closer.
Oh.
And
Is that Orpheus?
there's a crack in the wall.
Oh. So she's not just delivering herself, but by delivering all these other people, she's making a statement saying, like, this isn't just, I'm not just stronger than this, everyone's stronger than this. And she's able to do a prison break.
Ladies and gentlemen, dry and dry on the trombone. Marika Hughes on the cello. Dana Lynn on the violin. Ben Browski on the drums. Robinson Morse on the bass. Michael Chorney on the guitar. And Liam Robinson on the keys.
what's going on here? Like, I don't think it's not working, but it does, something feels different here, more atmospheric, just sitting in it. But not necessarily sitting in an intense emotion like you might for with Wait For Me, just sitting in this unrest almost. And with how intentional this musical's been, I imagine they know exactly what they're doing. And I also imagine that having the stage production helps, but like there's just so much instrumental here. I feel like I'm missing something. I don't know what it's doing for the story, but it feels important and like I'm just not grasping it. So if you could help me out, that would be awesome.
You want stars? I got a sky full. Put a quarter in the slot. You'll get a
She's
You want
mirroring Orpheus in some ways too, talking about like dreaming through the seasons or through nature.
the moon? Yeah, I got her too. She's right here waiting in my pay-per-view. How long's it been? Little moonshine ain't no sin. Tell my husband to take his time. What the boss don't know, the boss won't mind.
All right. So don't really know what to do with that one. I liked it a lot, but what the boss don't know, the boss don't mind, maybe sticks out to me, maybe foreshadowing that however Orpheus is going to get Eurydice out of hell, I assume that's what he wants to do. It's going to involve having to go behind Hades' back, maybe. I don't know. I feel bad. I didn't have a lot to say on that one. There was just a lot of instrumental, and I think it was really well done. I didn't have a ton of commentary to add. All right, Way Down Hadestown 2.
The deal is signed.
Yes,
About time. Get on the line.
I did what I had to do.
That's what they did too.
Now in Hadestown there were a lot of souls. Keep your head working.
So it's saying like that's what they did too. She's saying I'm doing what I have to do to survive, and it's saying you're just like everyone else. So that's doubly meaningful because everyone else represents to Eurydice who she can't trust. She's just like all the other people who have hurt others is what they're telling her. And again, I think these are her internal voices, her trauma speaking to her.
That's what they did too.
Now in Hadestown there were a lot of souls. Keep your head working on the wall with all their might. Oh, you gotta keep your head. You see, they kept their heads down low.
Okay.
If you wanna keep your head, you couldn't quite see their faces right, but you could hear them singing.
So you couldn't see their faces, but you could hear them singing. That feels significant. Kind of like they don't have their own identity at this point, but they still have something that's uniting them. They have a purpose. I don't know.
Keep your head. Swinging their hammers in the cold hard ground. You can hear the sound of the pickaxe ringing. If you wanna keep your and they called it freedom.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm Eurydice.
It's freedom because they have a purpose. They have structure. They have someone to bear it with them.
I'm Eurydice. Doesn't anybody hear me?
They can hear, but they don't care.
Oh
No
no.
one has a name down here.
They don't care. She's going somewhere trying to find safety and found a place where she's finally not alone, but no one, as I think they say in the original myth, gives two shits about her.
Mr. Hades set you free to work yourself into the ground, free to spend eternity in the factory and the warehouse where the whistles scream and foreman shout, and you're punching in, and punching in, and you can't punch out, and you way down. Hades.
Again, it's the bonds that set us free in some ways. Like she's confined, but she has a purpose, which is more than she's had. She was so close with Orpheus, though.
Hadestown, way down, Hadestown, way down, Hadestown, way down under the ground.
Why won't anybody look at me?
They can look, but they don't see. You see, that's easier that way. Your eyes will look like that someday.
Again, like, I think they're telling the truth of the story, but also this is what she's telling herself, is she's saying, why am I any different than all these people that have hurt others? I'm just like all of them. Look what I did to Orpheus in order to find security, and now I'm going to be just like them. Who am I to be the exception? And she's like, I went to find a place where I don't have to be hungry, but she's not just hungry for food, she's hungry for love, and she's not getting that here because it's a palace and it's a prison. And I think it might lean a bit more toward prison than palace.
Down in the river of oblivion, you kissed your little life goodbye, and Hades laid his hands on you and gave you everlasting life and everlasting overtime. In the mind, the men, the machinery, your place on the assembly line replaces all your memories. Way down, Hades down.
Your place on the assembly line replaces all your memories. That sounds threatening, but also for someone whose memories are so full of pain, that could be a comfort. So I don't think it's as ominous as it sounds. Like, I still understand why she chose this.
Way down, Hadestown, way down, Hadestown, way down under the ground.
What do you mean I'll look like that?
That's what it looks like to forget.
Forget what?
Who you are and everything that came before.
I imagine in some way she wouldn't mind forgetting that, except she doesn't want to forget Orpheus.
I have to go.
Go where?
Go back.
Oh, and where is that? So what was your name again? You've already forgotten.
No.
You see, it's like I said before. A lot can happen behind closed doors. Eurydice was a hungry young girl, but she wasn't hungry anymore. What she was instead was dead. Dead to the world anyway. You see, she went behind those doors and signed her life away.
She was dead for a long time before she signed any papers. She's been trying to survive for as long as we've known her in the story.
Saw that wheel up in the sky, heard the big bell tolling. A lot of souls have gotta die to keep the rust bell rolling. A lot of spirits gotta break to make the underworld go round. Way down, Hadestown, way down under the
Again, from the Fates, we get this image of, like, everyone is like this here. Everyone is going through this, so what makes you special? Why should you be any different? And she's feeling that and telling that to herself. And it's hard to know if she's wrong. All right, Flowers. This is where my wife says I'm going to cry. Hey, this is by Gigi. Gigi does have a history of making me cry. Build the wall to keep us free.
What I wanted was to fall asleep, close my eyes and disappear, like a paddle on a stream, a feather on the air.
Like, that's, oh, it's so relatable. Like, she doesn't want to die. And I think for a lot of people who have been hungry, however you choose to interpret that, you felt that. Where you don't want to die, but you don't want to keep living. And you just want to close your eyes and just be done. God.
Lily white and poppy red, I trembled when he laid me out. You won't feel a thing, he said, when you go down. Nothing gonna wake you now.
Again, he's promising her. His lies are so insidious and his manipulation is so potent because he's not actually lying. She's losing her identity.
Dreams are sweet until they're not. Men are kind until they aren't.
Again, like, my heart just shatters for Eurydice because I've known Eurydice. And at times I've been Eurydice. And things are nice, you want to hold them. It's that anxious, or it's an avoidant kind of attachment where, like, you desperately want the security because you're starving, and also you can't let yourself hold it because you know it's impermanent, where its very existence is evidence that it's not going to stick around.
Dreams are sweet until they're not. Men are kind until they aren't. Flowers bloom until they rot and fall apart. Is anybody listening?
That's what sucks, is people are listening, or people hear her, but they're not listening. And even with Orpheus, he wouldn't listen to her. He tried, he thought he loved her, but he was so caught up in this dream that he couldn't. And so even the person she loved most, the person she finally felt at home with, wouldn't listen to her. I wonder if she's ever felt listened to in her whole life.
I open my mouth and nothing comes out. Nothing can awake me Flowers, I remember, feel tough. Flowers soft beneath my heels.
When she was with Orpheus?
Walking in the sun, I remember someone by my side turned his face to mine, and then I turned away.
Oh, but listen how she's characterizing that. I think she's talking about Orpheus here. Maybe she's not, but I think she is. And the thing is, she's internalizing this as he was giving me love and I turned away, I ran away. And I mean, in some ways, yes, but he actively wasn't meeting her where she was. He actively wasn't providing what she desperately needed. He was meeting her hunger with poetry, and she needed poetry in her life. She needed to see the beauty that life could have, and that's what Orpheus is so good at. But he genuinely wasn't meeting what she needed, and now she's taking that on herself.
Into the shade,
That's sad.
and then I turned away. Into the shade.
Flowers wilt without the sun, and I think she's the flower here.
The one I left behind. If you ever walk this way, come and find me lying in the bed I'm in.
She has so much guilt and so much shame about it, where like she feels like it's all her fault. And in some ways, it is a direct consequence of her actions, but it's hard to say it's on her because everything she's doing is informed by everything that she's lived through. How could she trust the person who was just giving her poetry when she was starving, literally starving to death, and he was focused on music? And I don't doubt that he loves her, and I don't doubt that she loves him, but it's building this theme of love not being enough to get you all the way home. And oh no. Oh no. I hope that wasn't one of those things where you all comment and say I said something that was meaningful, because if love isn't enough to get you home, like I feel like that's what's been building up. Orpheus has nothing but love. But what if that's not enough? Oh, no. No. All right, next up we have Come Home With Me, reprise. And this is by, E-A-H.
Come home with me.
He found her.
It's me,
Is this right?
Eurydice.
I called your name before.
I know.
You heard?
No.
Let me just double check Spotify real fast, because this seems like this is happening too soon, unless she is dreaming. Let's see. So we just did Flowers. Yeah. All right. I guess he found her.
Mr. Hermes told me so. Whatever happened, I'm to blame.
No.
You called my name.
He is to blame.
You came. But how'd you get here? On the train?
No, I walked a long way.
How'd you get beyond the wall?
I sang a song so beautiful. Stones wept and they let me in. And I can sing us home again.
Oh.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No. You don't understand.
She signed it away.
Young man.
Oh no. This is by Qookh.
I don't think we've met before. You're not from around here, son. Don't know who the hell you are, but I can tell you don't belong. These are working people, son. Law-abiding citizens. Go back to where you came from. You're on the wrong side of the fence.
Hades, I know this boy.
One of the unemployed.
His name is Orpheus.
You stay out of
So we're getting more of that socio-political commentary.
this.
Orpheus was a poor boy.
You hear me, son?
Yeah.
You might say he was naive.
You better run!
But this
Very
poor
naive.
boy raised up his voice with his heart out on his sleeve.
No! Orpheus, you should go.
He's
I'm
not
not
gonna
going
leave
back
her.
alone.
Yeah.
I came to take her home.
Hades, this isn't villainous. He can't let people go. Like it's wrong. It's manipulative. But I get why it's happening.
Who the hell you think you are? Who the hell you think you're talking to? She couldn't go anywhere, even if she wanted to. You're not from around here, son. If you were, then you would know that everything and everyone in Hades Town I own. But
And that's big to him. He needs to be. He needs to own it because that's how he has control.
But I only buy what others choose to sell. Oh, you didn't know?
See, I only buy what others choose to sell. He's putting it on. Dang it! Leave Eurydice the frick alone. Ah!
You didn't know? She signed the deal herself.
But you can't blame her.
And now she
It isn't true.
belongs to me.
It isn't true.
The fact that you can't see that it's true is evidence that you weren't ready for her. Honestly, like, you love her, but that's not enough. And the fact that you feel like it's a betrayal instead of you messed up because you weren't feeding your starving wife or whoever she was, that is 100% on you. Absolutely. Like, I get why he feels betrayed. I don't fault him for feeling betrayed, but I fault him for not actually seeing the person that he loves who has a whole life of not being seen.
What he said, you're innocent.
I did. I do.
As for you, everybody gather round. Everybody look and see what becomes of trespassers with no respect for property.
This is also avoidable. Or maybe it wasn't. Did he ever have what she needed? He loved her, but he was poor and couldn't get food, and she needed nourishment. But she gave him every chance to work with her to get it. So maybe he was just, his head was so in the clouds that he wouldn't focus on the hard work that's required for love to happen. Run, Eurydice, or run, Orpheus. Oh, he's in a fight. Just roll? Oh, okay. And then we got the fates.
Why the struggle? Why the strain?
Got the
Why
dang
make
fates.
trouble? Why make scenes? Why go against the grain? Why swim upstream?
So is this talking
It
about
ain't,
Orpheus?
it ain't no use. You're bound to lose. What's done is done. That's the way the river runs.
So this is saying you're bound by fate. Again, like, what makes you special? Nothing is the voice that's in his head.
Why get wet? Why break a sweat? Why waste your precious breath? Why?
I see the story. I see you. Love isn't enough, and sometimes it won't carry you all the way home. And sometimes it brings you through rivers and through hell, and it's still worth it. Even if it ends in not being able to fully meet the person where they're needed, even if it ends in tragedy, like I'm terrified it's doing, it's still worth it because it's love. And love, in order to be truly meaningful, in order to go all the way, takes a hell of a lot of hard work, I think is what it's saying.
I beat your handsome brow. Nothing changes. Nothing changes. Nothing changes. Anyhow.
And his whole thing has been about causing change, this big change with his song. And now, let's see. And now it's cementing that nothing changes. So it's these voices in his head. Flash warning, by the way. If it's true. By Ice Cream Cat. Meow. Okay, I will enjoy. Thank you.
If it's true what they say, if there's there's nothing to be done, if it's true that it's too late, and the girl I love is gone, if it's true what they say, is this how the world is?
Yeah, this is a fracture of his worldview that everything is beautiful, where he's realizing some things can't be solved through la-la-las.
To be beaten and betrayed and then be told that nothing changes.
Oh,
It'll always
screw off. You weren't betrayed. I mean, you were, but...
and be told that nothing changes. It'll always be like this if it's true what they say. I'll be on my way.
No, don't give up.
And the boy turned to go.
No! I don't know
He
what I
thought
want.
no one could hear. But everybody knows that walls have ears. And the workers...
Do they know that? Was he watching Attack on Titan or something?
And the workers heard him.
If it's true what they say,
With their hammer swinging.
what's the purpose of a man?
And they quit their working.
Just to turn his eyes away,
But they heard him singing.
just to throw up both his hands.
No hammer swinging.
What's the use of his backbone?
No
So
pickaxe ring.
his music, his love, and his heartbreak is causing change still. It's causing people to stop erecting these walls.
If he never stands upright,
And they stood and listened
if he turns his back on everyone
to the poor boy sing.
that he could have stood beside.
If it's true what they say, I'll be on my way. But who are they to say the truth is anyway? 'Cause the ones who tell the lies are the solemnest to swear, and the ones who load the dice always say the toss is fair.
So he's saying, how can you trust these voices? How can you trust the people that are telling you you're safe? Because those in power have the power to hurt, and they'll hurt you. Oh, he's becoming more like Eurydice. He's having a bit of that break, and she's changing him.
And the ones who deal the cards
And all she had to do was die. That's a lot less work. He ought to give it a try. Oh, I hope he doesn't die.
ones who deal the cards are the ones who take the tricks with their hands over their hearts while we play the game they fix. And the ones who speak the word
He's saying
always
he's saying this freedom isn't worth it, or this. What's he saying? If being safe means never loving, then I don't want to be safe.
say it is the last, and no answer will be heard to the question no one asks. So I'm asking if it's true. I'm asking me and you and you and you. I believe our answer matters more than anything they say.
We stand and listen.
I believe if there is still a will, then there is still a way.
We're standing with him.
I believe there is a way. I believe in us together more than anyone alone.
We're standing near him.
I believe that
So like he's not accepting the fate. He's going against these voices in his head. See how it's a bold strategy, Kyle. Let's see how it works out for him.
with each other we are stronger than we know.
We hear him.
I believe we're stronger than they know. I believe that we are many. I believe that they are few.
We're standing, standing.
And it isn't for the few to tell the many what is true.
We understand him.
So I ask you if it's true what they say. I'll be on my way. Tell me what to do. Is it true? Is it true what they say?
So he's riled these people up. Okay, wow. Despite oh my stars, how long? Oh, he's looking at Persephone.
What are you afraid of?
What?
He's just a boy in love.
Have a drink, why don't you?
No, I've had enough.
Again, he's trying to give her something that she's already found elsewhere.
He loves that girl, Hades.
Well, that's too bad.
He has the kind of love for her that you and I once had.
See, she's touched and moved by it. He's moving things with his love, but Hades is nothing but walls. I mean, you can see it on his arm. It's like tattooed or something. He's got some kind of structure. I don't know if it's train tracks or a wall, but like he is the emotional barriers that are keeping people out. He can't see it.
The girl means nothing to me. The girl means nothing to me.
I know, but she means everything to him.
So?
Let her go. Hades, my husband. Hades, my life.
Why does she care so much?
Hades, my darkness.
I don't buy it. Light and darkness extremes, that's something that's been like flagged as no bueno in this, is extreme. She's his light and his darkness.
If you had heard how he sang tonight, you'd pity poor Orpheus. All of his sorrow won't fit in his chest. It just burns like a fire in the pit of his chest. And his heart is a bird on a spit in his chest. How long, how long, how long?
How long? Just as long as Hades is king. Nothing comes a wishing on stars.
And he won't let anything
And
leave.
nothing comes of the songs people sing.
Again, so Hades right now is showing an unhealthy version of Eurydice, of like songs are nice, but you need action. It's not enough.
However sorry they are.
Oh, and he's talking about her too. Because he's saying songs. He's done all these things for her, and it hasn't been enough, even if he's sorry.
Give them a piece, and they'll take it all. Show them a crack, they'll tear down the wall.
Oh.
Lend them an ear.
Listen to what he's saying. He's not literally talking about wall. I mean, he is, but he isn't. He's talking about if you let someone into your heart, they'll rip it apart. Bars that rhymed. And it's true.
Down the wall.
For him.
Lend them an ear, and the kingdom will fall. The kingdom will fall for a song.
What does
It's too painful to let someone in because they can hurt you. And so if you never let anyone in, you never get hurt.
he care for the logic of kings, the laws of your underworld? It is only for love that he sings. He sings for the love of a girl.
You and your pity don't fit in my bed. You just burn like a fire in the pit of my bed, and I turn.
And burns like a fire in the pit. That was characterized earlier as being sorrow. He's just such a broken, sad, traumatized character.
Of my bed, and I turn like a bird on a spit in my bed. How long? How long?
It couldn't be clearer how much they're mirroring each other. The two couples.
How long?
How long? Just as long as I am your wife. It's true, the earth must die. But then the earth comes the sun must go on rising. And how does the sun even fit in the sky? It just burns like a fire in the pit of the sky. And the earth is a bird on a spit in the sky. How long, how long, how long?
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see what happens. Got Chant again.
Now everybody knows that walls have ears.
Is it true?
No, we don't know that.
What's that noise?
I don't think it's true.
And the walls had heard what the boy was saying.
Is it true?
Is it true?
It's the boy.
A million tons of stone and steel.
Is it true?
Is it true?
Echoed his refrain.
So we got a million hands that built the wall without Hades doing anything, and then we have a million tons that are echoing Orpheus through his action, and he's finally taking action when he hadn't before.
Oh, keep your head low. Oh, you gotta keep your head low. If you wanna keep your head oh, you gotta keep your head low. Keep your head
Face
low.
off.
Oh, you gotta keep your head low. If you wanna keep your head oh, you gotta. Why do we turn away when I'm
Hades is gonna be like, give me one good reason I should let her go, and Orpheus is gonna be like, la 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 la.
Oh, you gotta. Why do we turn away when our brother is bleeding? Oh, keep your head. Why do we build a wall and then call it freedom? Oh,
Yes,
keep your head. We're free.
he's showing that these safeguards they are a prison, that they are armor, but the armor never lets anyone in. You can't feel that love.
Why? I can't look in my brother's eye. Keep your head.
Young man, got to hand it to you. Guess you don't scare easy, do you? Are you brave or stupid, son? Doesn't matter which one, 'cause it seems your song makes
I think both.
quite a strong impression on my wife. But it takes more than singing songs to keep a woman in your arms.
Again, he's he's mirroring what Eurydice was embodying. It takes more than just songs. And also, we still have him not listening to his wife, even when she's coming to him and offering her heart to him. He's saying he's still trying to meet it in his own way instead of meeting her where she is. He's showing an unhealthy version of what Eurydice and Orpheus could become.
Woman in your arms. Take it from a man no longer young. If you want to hold a woman's son, hang a chain around her throat.
Yeah.
Made of many karat gold.
When I said yeah to hang a chain around her throat, I was saying that makes sense with the themes. Not do that. Don't do that. Go to jail if you do that. But and then made of gold, like keep her captive, keep her happy, but don't let her leave, because if you give an inch, she'll take a mile.
Hang a chain around her throat. Made of many karat gold. Shackle her from wrist to wrist with sterling silver bracelets. Fill her pockets full of stones, precious ones, diamonds. Bind her with a golden band. Take it from an old man.
He's giving advice. He's like, this is how you do it, but who made you the relationship expert, buddy? Anyway, like his relationship isn't going too great, but he can't see that because he's like, if I can just bind her down with enough riches, she'll love me. She'll love me more than anything else out there. And he's trying to teach that lesson, and we're at a point narratively where Orpheus is going to either accept or reject it. And I feel like it's a pretty clear-cut rejection here.
If I raise my voice, 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 keep your head low.
If I raise my head,
If I raise my head, if I raise my head,
I think these are all women backing up Orpheus, female voices, and it is that sticks out to me because it's a refutation of what Hades was saying.
could I change my fate?
could I change my fate?
Oh, you gotta keep your head low.
If I raise my voice, could I
Keep your head low.
change the way
one once too sang a song of love
So-
like you.
He's giving advice not just to Orpheus, but I think to his younger self, what he wished he knew to stop himself from getting hurt.
Son, I too was left behind, turned on one too many times. Now I sing a different song, one I can depend upon. A simple tune, a steady beat, the music of machinery. You hear that heavy metal sound, the symphony of Hadestown. And in this symphony of mine, a power chords and power lines. Young man, you can strum your lyre. I have strung the world in wire. Young man,
I strung the world in wire. Again, this whole story is about letting yourself get hurt in order to love.
you can sing your ditty. I conduct the electric city. I tell you what, young man, since my wife is such a fan, and since I'm gonna count to 3 and put you out of your misery. 1, give me one more song before I send you 2 to the great beyond where nobody can hear you singing. 3, sing a song for me. Make me laugh, make me weep, make the king feel young again.
I think he can do it.
Sing for an old man.
I think he's going to be able to. He's la-la'd like no one's ever la-la'd before. Epic 3, and they
King of
danced.
shadows.
Let me make sure that this is not 2 songs combined into one, because I did that last time and it wasn't a good place to end off. Okay, so Epic 3 and Epic 3 they danced. Okay, so they form one together.
King of shades. Hades was king of the underworld.
Oh, it's about me.
Go on.
Oh.
But he fell in love with a beautiful lady who walked up above in her mother's green field. He fell in love with Persephone,
This is sweet, and it's also not just about Hades.
who
and
was
Persephone.
gathering flowers in the light of the sun.
The flower imagery is
And I know-
consistent between, not Eurylochus, Eurydice and Persephone.
How it was because he was like me, a man in love
Yeah.
with a woman.
Yeah, see, they're making it totally explicit. He was like me.
Singing la,
This is why
la, la,
this is why he's gonna let him go. Is because he sees himself in what he could have been. He softens his heart and he's like, "Hey, I'm just like you." Wow.
la, 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 la,
He is la-laing.
la,
Where'd you get that melody?
la, 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 la,
Let him finish, Hades.
la, 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 la. You didn't know how, and you didn't know why, but you knew that you wanted to take her home.
He's talking about
You
himself.
saw her alone there against the sky. It was like she was someone you'd always known. It was like you were holding the world
Okay.
without her.
So it's not gonna be a tragedy forever. The tragedy was just her dying. And he gets to go home with her.
Like yours were the arms that the whole world was in.
Oh.
And there were no words for the way that you felt. So you opened your mouth and you started to sing. La, la,
Yeah.
la, la, la.
And it's like this ineffable love, meaning can't be described with words, where like her name is the melody, or it's like a melody. It can't be described. And you fall in love and you're smitten, and all you can do is stand in awe of how this person makes you feel. Oh, it's causing sunlight. About the power of love to pierce through pain. Let them go! And look at how his love's inspired people. Oh. Wait. We're like 75% of the way through this thing, aren't we? And I'm feeling safe. That's not good. That's not good. I'd want to be feeling safe around 90%, not 75%. 75% makes me feel like they're about to punch me in the emotional gonads. No. Don't be sweet yet.
Of the heart of that man.
No.
Now that the man is king, what has become of the heart?
He's gonna let them
of
go,
that man?
but be unable to overcome his character flaw and change his mind. Maybe.
Now that he has everything.
Oh. You're still just meeting her with poetry, though, buddy.
The more he holds, the greater the weight of the world on his shoulders. See how he labors beneath that load, afraid to look up and afraid to let go. So he keeps his head low.
Exactly, he's afraid.
Keeps his back bending. He's grown so afraid that he'll lose what he owns.
Yeah, but he doesn't own it.
But what he doesn't know is that what he's defending
He's driving away.
is already gone.
Yeah. Oh.
Where is the treasure inside of your chest?
Okay.
Where is your pleasure? Where is your youth? Where is the man with his arms outstretched to the woman he loves,
He's talking about both of them.
with nothing to lose? Singing la 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 la.
No. This is too early to be sweet. Oh. That's so sweet. That's so cute. That's too cute. No. He's even... Oh. No, it's too early for this to last. Narratively speaking, we're just breaking into the finale, which means this is gonna have to do a 180. Shit.
Orpheus was a poor boy, but he had a gift to give. This poor boy brought the world back into tune, is what he did. And Hades and Persephone, they took each other's hands. And brother, you know what they did?
What?
They danced.
No, it's too early. You're not gonna get me. You've got me, but you're not gonna fool me. Ah. they were sad right now, maybe we'd get a happy ending, but they're too happy right now for it to be a happy ending. The field of flowers. Because when you're hurt, like Hades is hurt, you can feel safe, and then the tiniest little thing sets you off and reminds you just how unsafe you are. And it's not necessarily like it's on him, but it's not his fault entirely, because he's made of all these fates in his head whispering traumas into his ear of you're not enough how you are, and this isn't enough. All right. That's where this video ends, at the end of Epic 3 and They Danced. And hey, guess what? Guess what, Hadestown? You think you can fool me? You think you can make me feel safe? Well, I don't. I feel freaking terrified, because this is like the 75% mark. That's too early to feel safe. I know your games. I know the craft. You can't fool me. I was there when it was written. But I'm going to feel it. I know I'm going to feel it. Out of everything I've watched on this channel, with how much I relate to this story, nothing has been more poised to completely emotionally devastate me. And I think it is going to take up that opportunity. If you want to see what happens next, go check out the Patreon. And if you're on Patreon, thank you so much. Whew. Until next time, I have a feeling I'm going to be crying a lot. See ya.